As a form of conclusion or recapitulation, would you still look at life protection as something that is morbid or that it is an expense? Or would you look the other way around and look at it as a hedge against life risk? Hi, I'm Nats Golden. Welcome to my investment guide. Our kwentuhan in this episode is on life protection. No, I know for a fact that this topic is generally and usually shunned upon, no, because talking about life protection brings about thoughts of morbidity and expenses. No, but I will discuss it whether you like it or not. And before we proceed, let me make my usual disclaimer. I'm not a financial professional. My perspective is on the side of an ordinary entrepreneur, an ordinary working class, an ordinary investor, an ordinary Juan de la Cruz, just like you and me. Kaya before investing on any instrument, before investing on anything, make the due diligence of studying all your investment options, or better yet, consult your financial advisor or someone who is knowledgeable in finance, because as I always say, it's your money, it's your choice, it's your responsibility. Yes, talking about life protection brings about thought of morbidity. Sino ba ang gustong pag-usapan ang kamatayan? Kaya lang, in this world of uncertainties, there are only two things which are certain. One, paying of taxes. Second is death, kamatayan. No? And yes, discussing about life protection brings about the thought of expenses. O naman kasi if you buy life protection, you need to shell out a certain amount of money, no, so that you will be covered. No? Kaya generally, itong bagay na to, itong tungkol sa life protection, ay ayaw pag-usapan ng pangkaraniwang Pilipino. No? Kahit ako ayaw pag-usapan yan, lalo na yun sa aspect ng number one, yung the thought of losing someone you love, no? The thought of you passing away, no, is such a morbid thought. No? Kaya lang, mangyayari po yan eh. No? It's just about time, no? Pinag-usap lang din ang panahon, pero siguradong mangyayari yan, no? Lahat ay mawawala, yung mga taong ating mahal sa buhay at tayo mismo. Kaya on a financial perspective, dapat pinaghahandaan natin yan, no? So let me tackle this issue on life protection on three scenarios, no? May ilan po to. One is, what if you die too soon, no? And secondly, what if you live too long? Yun, okay yun, no? Pero merong implication yan financially. And lastly, number three, what if something happens with you in between, no? You get sick, you get disabled, no? You are totally incapacitated to do your work, no? Your income stops, no? What happens, no? So basically, these scenarios are answered by getting a life protection, aka also known as life insurance, no? Naintindihan ko yung mga financial advisor, no, when you approach people about life protection, no, umiiwas kagad sila, no. Hindi ko alam kung ang iniiwasan nila yung pag-usapan yung death o dahil sa expenses, no. Pero I believe both, no. Initially, on the onslaught, ang tingin ko umiiwas sa gastos, no. That's the problem lies, no, because we should not think about getting a life protection as an expense, no. paliwanag ko muna nga yung tatlong scenario yun. What if you die too soon? What if you live too long? And what if something happens to you in between? Kasakit ka, disable ka, hindi ka makapagtrabaho, no? So, what if you die too soon? Perhaps you are in a scenario that you are the breadwinner, no? Or if not, you contribute to the family expense. Pag nawala ka, pag nawala tayo, no, mawawala din yung income na ikino-contribute natin sa family, no? And it would greatly impact them financially if that scenario happens. So a life insurance, no, hedges you and your family, no, when such scenario happens. Kasi yung insurance, no, yung insurance amount na makukuha ng family mo when the time comes that you pass away, no, wag naman sana, no, will become a sort of income replacement, no. Ideally, yan sabi ng mga eksperto, dapat 10 years of your annual income ang halaga ng face amount ng inyong life protection. So meaning, if you are earning 1 million in a year, dapat mga 10 million yung worth ng iyong face amount ng iyong policy, no? Pero wala namang hard and fast rule doon eh. Could be lesser than that, no? Ang mahalaga, makapagsimula na kayo. If you have already gotten your life insurance in whatever type, no, congratulations to you. If you may, please comment below kung anong brand ng life insurance, no, yung nakuha nyo. Is it Elam Life? Is it Sun Life? Is it Pruke? No, whatever it is, no, is it Most 18 of Manila Bankers or Kaiser? Put it down below, no. Ilagay niyo doon, comment niyo sa baba, no? So, congratulations kung meron na kayo. Kung wala pa, I hope this video helps you decide whether getting a life protection benefits you, or would you still hang on to that belief that this is an expense, no? So, yun, kapag you die too soon, meron kang hedge against the financial impact, no, of losing the income that you usually provide for your family, no. So actually hindi mo hedge yun ng pamilya mo, no. Protection yun ng pamilya mo, no, na kapag nawala ka, nag-stop na yung income mo na binibigay mo sa kanila, kahit wala ka na, pagpapatuloy yun kasi mayroong kang naiwan sa kanila by way of a life protection, no. It would sustain them for a couple of years until such time that they could produce the income of their own, no. Second, what if you live too long, no? Problema ba 'yon? Well, hindi na morbid ang pag-uusapan natin dito, hindi na morbidity ang pag-uusapan natin dito. Ang pag-uusapan natin dito, paano kung hindi sapat yung retirement benefits, no, na makukuha after retirement. Kung meron kang life insurance or life protection, no, particularly yung mga tinatawag na variable unit link o unit life, no, o kaya yung tinatawag na endowment, no, endowment type of life insurance, meron ka ring maaasahang source of income when retirement comes, no? At it would help you, no, sustain, no, your remaining years, no, in old age, no? Di ba maganda 'yun, no? And third, what if something happens to you in between? Nagkasakit ka, na-disable ka, wag naman sana nga, no? Nag-stop yung iyong income because you can't anymore work. What happens to you? Kung meron kang life protection coupled with certain riders like accident rider. Yung rider, ito yung mga additional features of an insurance policy, no? An insurance plan that would help you address certain needs, no? So, pwedeng merong accident rider yan, meron yung critical illness rider, may disability rider, merong waiver of premium rider, no? These things would help you if something happens in between. Hindi ka nga namatay, pero may nangyari sa iyo na hindi ka na makapagtrabaho, hindi ka na produce ng income para sa pamilya mo. Sino magbabayad ng hospitalization mo, no? Kung meron kang life protection coupled with the needed riders, no? You could hedge against this risk, no? So in general lang, no, there are 3 types of life protection in the market, no? Yung permanent, no? Yung term or temporary, at yung usong-uso ngayon, yung VUL, no? They call it variable unit link. Some calls it variable unit life, no? Whichever you call it, no, yun yung tinatawag na VUL, no? Let me discuss it briefly lang naman. Life insurance may be a whole life insurance or an endowment, no? Life insurance kapag whole life kapag you are insured up to the age of 100, no? Maaring bayaran niya ng straight o yung natawag na ordinary up to the age of 100, no? Kasi usually talaga kapag life ang pinag-usapan niya hanggang age of 100, no? So you pay the premiums up to the age of 100. You are insured at the age, up to the age of 100, no? For a certain amount, no? And then it matures, no? When you reach the age of 100, you get the face amount of your policy if you do not die or if you live too long, no? So may makukuha ka. The second one is the pay life, no? You pay for a certain period, no? 10 years, 20 years, no? Tapos you are already insured up to the age of 100, no? So yun yung sa permanent life insurance. Yung term insurance naman ay as the term as the name of that type of that protection suggests, no? You are to pay it for a certain period of time and you are only covered for that certain period of time. Usually 1 year, 5 years, no? Up to 10 years, no? May mga ganong plans, no? So usually ang term insurance ay mas mura, cheaper than the life insurance kasi maikli lang yung coverage niya na panahon, no? But it is renewable and convertible, no? Renewable, another term insurance for the succeeding years if the policy holder decides, or converted, you may convert it to a life insurance, both without showing proofs of insurability. Yun ang maganda naman sa term insurance, no? Mura siya, tapos pwede pa siya i-convert into life insurance or i-renew mo uli, no? So that's term insurance. And the third one is the variable unit link or yung variable unit life, no? So ito naman yung usong-uso ngayon, no? Yung mga millennials, they are getting this kasi it answers daw their needs, no? Una, kaya tinatawag siyang 2-in-1. You are getting a life protection. At the same time, meron siyang investment component. So You usually you pay it for a certain period of time, like 10 years, no, or 20 years, and then after the paying period, no, you get to have, no, the value of your investments back to you, no. Kaya lang, as I had mentioned in my video on creating a solid financial foundation, huwag kayong masyadong aasa na malaki yung makukuha nyo sa VUL, kasi in the first place it is an insurance, no. Yung certain portion lang noong binabayad nyo ng premium nyo napupunta sa investment, and alam niyo naman sa investment hindi yan sigurado. It may have high yield, it may have low yield, it may not have a yield at all. So don't expect much. Ang maganda lang doon, ayun nga, it targets your need for a life protection and the probability of gain through the investment, no? So as a form of conclusion or recapitulation, would you still look at life protection as something that is morbid, or that it is an expense? Or would you look the other way around and look at it as a hedge against life risk, to answer the questions: what if you die too soon? What if you live too long? Or what if something happens in between? You get sick, you get disabled, what will you do? Again, the decision is yours on how would you look at life protection. But one thing is for sure, this is inevitable. This will happen whether you like it or not. You have to decide now, not next week, not tomorrow, not next month, but today, because it is inevitable. And when it happens, we should be prepared. Again, this is Nats Golia of my investment guide. Grow your wealth, protect it, and invest more. If you find our videos and contents just right for you, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of our future videos. And if you're watching this in our FB page, please like and share. Again, thank you. Dankeschön.